Dear viewers of Noursat TV and Tele Lumiere, on the occasion of the upcoming glorious Christmas and New Year, the Noursat office in the Holy Lands, Jordan and Palestine, represented by its director Dr. Basim Al-Sam'an and the team, extends their heartfelt congratulations and best wishes. We lift our prayer to the Almighty, asking Him to grant continued security and safety to our beloved country, Jordan, to bring peace and tranquility to the entire world, and to make the New Year one of the goodness and blessings. And now we begin with the following headlines. Pope Francis, let us use the funds spent on armaments to establish a global fund to eliminate hunger. During his meeting with the Christian and Islamic religious leaders, His Majesty the King congratulates Christians on the blessed holidays. Patriarchs and heads of Jerusalem churches call for a ceasefire in all war-torn regions. By the direction of the Holy Father, Father Iyad Atwal is appointed as the Patriarchal Vicar for the Latins in Jordan. From the headlines to the details. On the occasion of the International Day of Peace, celebrated on January 1st, Pope Francis called for the upcoming year to be one where true and lasting peace, given by God to hearts free from weapons, grows. His Holiness added, peace does not come only with the end of wars, but with the beginning of a new world, where we discover ourselves more united and fraternal. He emphasized the need for cultural and structural changes to bring about lasting transformation. The Holy Father concluded by saying, let us use the funds spent on armaments to establish a global fund that will decisively eradicate hunger and facilitate educational activities in the poorest countries, promoting sustainable development for all needy people. His Majesty King Abdullah II extends his greetings to Christians in Jordan, Palestine, and around the world on the occasion of the blessed holidays. This came during his reception of Christian and Islamic religious leaders, attended by His Royal Highness Crown Prince Al-Hussein bin Abdullah II, His Majesty in the presence of His Royal Highness Prince Ghazi bin Muhammad, the King's Chief Advisor for Religious and Cultural Affairs, emphasized the Kingdom's continued historic role in safeguarding Islamic and Christian holy sites in Jerusalem under the Hashemite custodianship. In turn, His Beatitude Patriarch Theophilus III, Patriarch of Jerusalem and all Palestine and Jordan, expressed gratitude for His Majesty's material and moral support for the International Orthodox University project at the baptism site, Al-Makhtas. In a message delivered by Father Jihad Shwehat, Patriarchal Vicar for the Latins in Jordan, His Beatitude Cardinal Pier Battista Pizzabella, Patriarch of Jerusalem for Latins, affirmed that maintaining the historical and legal status quo in Jerusalem is a mission carried by the Hashemites across generations, alongside the people of Jerusalem, to achieve peace and justice. Additionally, both Sheikh Muhammad Azzam Al-Khatib, Director General of the Jerusalem Awqaf, and Archbishop Hussam Naoum, Head of the Angelical Church in Jerusalem and Jordan, praised Jordan's steadfast support for Jerusalemites in defending the Islamic and Christian holy sites in the Holy City. As the joyous holiday season approaches, the patriarchs and heads of churches in Jerusalem have called upon all Christians and people of goodwill around the world to unite in prayer and worship. This call comes amidst ongoing wars that continue to claim innocent lives and cause suffering to millions in the region and across the globe. A statement issued by the church leaders emphasized that the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ initiated an ongoing spiritual revolution that guides hearts and minds towards justice, mercy, and peace. The church leaders urged an immediate ceasefire in Gaza and all regions ravaged by war. They reiterated their demands for the release of prisoners and detainees, the return of the displaced and refugees, the treatment of the sick and wounded, the provision of food and water for the hungry and thirsty, and the reconstruction of all public and private facilities destroyed by wars. Her Majesty Queen Rania Al Abdullah visited the House of Visitation of the Rosary Sisters in Dabuq, Amman, where she extended her Christmas greetings to the sisters. She expressed her wishes for the new year to bring peace and security to the Arab region. During her meeting with Sister Madeleine Dababne, the director of the House of Visitation, in the presence of Reverend Mundir Ishaq, pastor of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in Bethlehem, and several of the sisters, Her Majesty praised their efforts and contributions in various fields. Her Majesty also listened to an overview of the humanitarian and educational roles the sisters undertaken within Jordan and beyond. The Latin Patriarchate of Jerusalem announced the appointment of Father Iyad Atwal as Auxiliary Bishop of the Latins Patriarchate, following the directives of the Holiness Pope Francis. The Patriarchate expressed his gratitude to the Beatitude Cardinal Pier Battista Pizzabella, Latin Patriarch of Jerusalem, for this appointment. The date and location of the ordination of the new bishop will be announced soon. The Patriarchate also extended its best wishes to Father Iyad Atwal for success in his mission and called upon all the faithful to pray for the success of his service. It invoked the intercession of the Virgin Mary to support him with the blessings of Almighty God. Under the patronage of Senate President Faisal Al-Fayez, the city of Fuhais celebrated the lighting of the Tree of Love in honor of the glorious Christmas season. The event was attended by a large gathering of Christian clergy, dignitaries, and residents of the city. In his speech, Al-Fayez extended his congratulations to all Christians on this occasion, emphasizing, in Jordan, with our diverse social, religious, and ethnic components, we form a model of coexistence and promotion of values of love, peace, and fraternity. The mayor of Fuhais, Omar Al-Akrouch, stated, "Our message today is not just celebratory but also a call to strengthen the values of peace and justice." Archimandrite Christophoros Haddad, speaking on behalf of the Apostolic Church in Al-Balqa Governorate, noted, "Our celebration embodies the love given to all as we live together in one homeland under leadership that has established stability and unity among all components." The event featured musical performances that captivated the audience, including a musical representation by scout bands from the Apostolic Church in Fuhais. The 10th Christmas Charity Bazaar in Amman, held over 2 days at the Halasi Cooperative Society in Dabuq, concluded under the patronage of the Council of Churches in Jordan. The event was attended by several local church leaders, religious and official figures, as well as a large number of visitors. The event was opened on behalf of His Eminence Archbishop Christophoros Atallah, head of the Council of Churches in Jordan, by Archimandrite Christophoros Haddad, with the presence of representatives from the church leaders, dignitaries, and religious figures. In an opening speech, Rebecca Ode, who hosted the event, said, "Mercy is not just material giving, but an act of the heart filled with love and giving without expecting anything in return. Mercy is also an essence of Christmas because it brings hope and spreads joy in the hearts." Dr. Basim Al-Sam'an, Regional Director of Noursat Jordan and Palestine Office, welcomed the attendees and said, "At Noursat, driven by our belief in our humanitarian mission, we carry the responsibility of standing by the needy and supporting them with love and sincerity." Archimandrite Haddad praised Noursat's effort in spreading the message to the world and organizing activities aimed at supporting the needy and bringing smiles and joy to everyone's faces. Johnny Jabra, Vice President of the Jordan Youth Drama Association, gave an overview of the association and its humanitarian activities, highlighting its national message through dramatic works and spiritual hymns. In a thank you speech, Father Dr. Jihad Shwehat, Patriarchal Vicar for the Latins in Jordan, expressed his gratitude to the Noursat office for organizing the annual event and wished them success. After the opening speeches, attendees visited the bazaar booths, which featured a variety of exhibits from national institutions, private companies, and local women working from their homes. The attendees were impressed with the offerings, which included handmade crafts, food products, traditional sweets, and Christmas decorations. On the second day, the bazaar saw a large turnout, and Dr. Basim Al-Sam'an provided a detailed explanation of the bazaar sections, which were well received by all. The event featured entertainment activities, musical performances, lottery draws, and educational plays for children and families. The Christian General Secretariat team entertained the crowd with songs and musical pieces. At the conclusion of the event, the attendees prayed for joy and peace to continue for all and for their country to be blessed with goodness, safety, and security. In the midst of preparations to celebrate the joyous Christmas season, Christmas bazaars and tree lighting ceremonies continue for the third consecutive week at churches and associations across the kingdom. These events have witnessed a remarkable presence of bishops, priests, religious figures, official and diplomatic personalities, and large crowds of visitors. The apostolic churches in the kingdom continue their celebrations for the upcoming Christmas through festive evenings, charity bazaars, and Christmas tree lightings, all taking place in a blessed spiritual atmosphere. As part of the pre-Christmas festivities, Minister of Interior Mazen Al-Faraya lit the Christmas tree and opened the Christmas bazaar in the town of Asmekiyeh. The event was attended by Haytham Al-Zayadin, Father Khalid Gammo, pastor of the Latin Church, Father Ayham Zayadin, pastor of St. George's Church for the Greek Catholics, as well as many priests, nuns, officials from the government and security sectors in Al-Karak Governorate, alongside a large number of residents from Asmakiya. Minister of Faraya expressed his happiness in lighting the Christmas tree and wished everyone a blessed Christmas before proceeding to open the Christmas Bazaar, which featured decorations, Christmas games, and items for Christian families celebrating the holidays. Meanwhile, Minister of Tourism and Antiquities Lina Annab, accompanied by Governor of Ajloun Naif Al-Hidayat and several officials and local community leaders, inaugurated the lighting of Christmas tree at the site of Mar Ilyas. Minister Annab emphasized that Jordan is a model of unity and coexistence, sending a message to the world from this sacred site that Jordan is the land of civilization, rooted in values of love, goodness, and peace. She prayed for peace to prevail in Jordan, Palestine, Syria, Lebanon, and the entire world. In addition, the Christmas tree was lit at St. George's Church for the Greek Orthodox in the town of Adir in Karak, with attendance of Minister of Tourism, Representative Advisor Hisham Al-Abadi, along with several dignitaries, MPs, officials, local leaders, priests, and a large number of Karak residents. Al-Abadi congratulated the attendees and the Christian communities in Al-Karak on the occasion of Christmas. Furthermore, Mr. Ghassoub Qawar, president of the Arab Renaissance Society, opened the first Christmas Bazaar for the youth of the Arab Orthodox Renaissance Society at the St. Elias Catholic Church Hall in Marj al-Hamam. The event was attended by several priests and a large number of parishioners, with musical performances by the Scouts and Guides of St. Constantine and Helena Church, adding a special celebratory atmosphere. Under the patronage of the Patriarchal Vicar for the Greek Catholics, Father Archimandrite Bulus Niza, the Christmas Bazaar at the Greek Catholic Church in the town of Al-Adir, Karak Governorate, was also inaugurated. The event was attended by Karak Municipality Mayor Engineer Mohammed Al-Maaita, Sheikh Municipality Mayor Mr. Munir Al-Majali, Father Bulus Al-Bqain, and several priests, along with a large number of parishioners from across the Governorate. In the courtyard of the church and shrine of Our Lady of the Mountain in Anjara, the Christmas tree was lit, marking the start of the glorious Christmas celebrations. The event was attended by numerous officials, parliamentarians, and a large crowd of parishioners and invitees. Father Yusuf Francis, the church's pastor, prayed for peace to prevail in the Holy Land and the world, and for Jordan to continue enjoying stability and security under the Hashemite leadership. Representing the Minister of Tourism and Antiquities, Mr. Khalid Shekhatre, highlighted the shared values that unite Christians and Muslims in Jordan, forming a solid foundation for the interfaith dialogue and mutual respect. The event included Christmas hymns performed by singer Marcel Sweleh, accompanied by pianist Grace Zahir, creating an atmosphere filled with joy and cheer. The celebration concluded with the lighting of the Christmas tree in the church courtyard, where attendees exchanged greetings and well wishes on the blessed occasion. Father Dr. Jihad Shwihat, Patriarchal Vicar for the Latins in Jordan, presided over the celebratory Mass alongside Father Firas Arida, spiritual guide for the General Assembly of Scouts and Guides of the Latin Patriarchate, to launch the new scouting motto for the upcoming year, Steady My Steps in Your World. The Mass was held at the Good Shepherd Church, Our Lady of Peace, with wide participation from various scouting groups, institutions, and apostolic movements across the kingdom. In his homily, Father Shwihat emphasized the role of Scouts in fostering the flourishing of pastoral work in an organized manner. He urged them to be support and aid to priests in parishes during the Christmas season, spreading joy and drawing smiles on the faces of many. The ladies of the Church of the Presentation of the Lord visited Christian Family House, where they were warmly welcomed by monk deacon Chrysanthos Snobar. The visit began with an introductory session led by the deacon, who provided an overview of the Christian Family House, its mission, and its vision in supporting families and guiding them towards a balanced psychological and spiritual life. The visit also included a lecture by specialist Andoni Hendele titled Balance in Human Life, during which he discussed the importance of achieving balance in various aspects of life and how individuals can remain balanced while facing daily challenges. At the end of the visit, the ladies toured the facility of the Christian family house and took commemorative photos to document this meaningful occasion. In a joyful and peaceful Christmas atmosphere, all the churches in Kuwait organized a Christmas carol evening with joint choirs to celebrate the arrival of the glorious Christmas holiday. The event took place at the Catholic Church, the Cathedral of the Holy Family. The evening was attended by several Kuwaiti officials, ambassadors, bishops, parish priests, nuns, and other distinguished guests, all enjoying a spirit of tolerance and coexistence between the citizens and residents of the country. The choirs delivered a series of Christmas carols that reflected the joy and hope of the season, contributing to the reinforcement of values of love and fraternity among the churches. A Christmas evening titled O Child of the Manger was held at the Cathedral of Saint Ephraim, the Syrian in Sofia, Amman. The event featured performances by the Fountain of Love Choir and the Children of the Fountain of Love Choir, conducted by Maestro Tomish Bara. It was under the patronage of Bishop Mar Antimus Jack Yaqub, Patriarchal Vicar for Jerusalem, Jordan, and the Holy Land, and attended by Apostolic Nuncio Giovanni Del Tasso, several priests, and distinguished group of local and foreign figures, as well as a large crowd of parishioners and guests. During the evening, which also involved youth groups, scouts, and brotherhoods, Christmas hymns and carols were sung, and prayers were offered for peace in the Holy Land. Dear viewers, we have reached the end of our broadcast. Before we conclude, here's a recap of the highlights covered herein. Pope Francis let us use the funds spent on armaments to establish a global fund to eliminate hunger. During his meeting with the Christian and Islamic religious leaders, His Majesty the King congratulates Christians on the blessed holidays. Patriarchs and heads of Jerusalem churches call for a ceasefire in all war-torn regions. By the direction of the Holy Father, Father Iyad Atwal is appointed as the Patriarchal Vicar for the Latins in Jordan. For more information, please visit our website, noursatjo.org. Thank you for watching, have a great time, and see you again soon.